got some good news for you. I had a Discovery and I had a Shogun. Well, I don't longer now have a Discovery or a Shogun. I now have a 110 5-door Defender. Originally was a 200 TDI, but now has it has got holes in the bulkhead. But it's now got a good old plain 2.5 engine in it. Let's have a look inside. The doors are in quite a bad way, but nevertheless, it runs, Turn her on. She used to be a 200. As you can see, the dash lights for the heater stays on and then goes off, so it's got the relay. It's not the old one where you have to hold it in place. And look at that. It's on. She's running, baby. Now, I just drove us out of Stanley to my place. It was about a 2.5 hour run. A bit slower than the old 300 Defender that I have right there. But it goes. We're going to use it on the farm for a while, and then probably get a galvanized chassis for it in the future and give it a bit of TLC. This is the engine. So it's a plain old 2.5 Land Rover engine. It's got no cowling on it. They also put the horns up here for some strange reason, but I think it has got the 200 TDI radiator set up in it. But I thought that was a 300 one, because I'm sure the 200 TDI water pipe is down in the opposite corner. But I might be wrong. But nevertheless, I can get that bit if I need it. If not, I got another 300 TDI one. I've got quite a few 300 TDI ones at the moment. So, plus side is, I got a vehicle for the farm, and it runs pretty good. But that's not it. No, that was for the Discovery, and it was a cash and this deal. But there's more. There is more. Yes. The Shogun, on the other hand, I swapped for this. So this is a 2.5 110 truck cab. Originally was a 2.5 110 3-door. Now, this vehicle is rusty as hell. Her bulkhead is gone, but her doors are in immaculate condition for their age. They're starting to just go at the bottoms here. So the plan is to take these doors off and store them for now, because the bulkhead is past sort of repairing. It's well gone, and the chassis got holes in it. The outriggers are gone, and all that. I would start it, but I had to take the battery out of it to put in the Discovery, to take the Discovery into town. But this has a 200 TDI sitting in it. And yes, that radiator is a 300 TDI one, because that's a 300 TDI radiator. So I'll have to buy a 200 TDI radiator. Well, at least I've got 2 spare radiators for my 300. So yeah, the plan is to take the engine out of this old girl and put her into that 110. Is the plan. Yeah, we're going to use her on the farm as she is for now. I've got to sort a bit of wiring out on it and sort of go from there, really. The outriggers on this one isn't too bad, so we may end up stripping eventually both vehicles down. But the plan on this vehicle is I have a Mazda engine up in my granddad's old Range Rover, which has been sat for about 15 years, so it might go. Well, I know it'd be longer than 15 years. How old am I? 29. So yeah, it's probably like close to coming up to 15, 18 years, around that sort of time. So the plan is to go and see if that runs, and if that goes, we are then going to buy a V8 chassis with a V8 gearbox, a galvanized one with a galvanized bulkhead. I may have a V8 gearbox for it already, and the plan is to put it all on this and put the Mazda engine into it. We are then going to put it as a truck cab again, but we're going to put a 5-inch lift on it and 37 maxi tyres on it, and basically beef it right up as my ultimate sort of play toy. If that fails and the Mazda engine doesn't go, we may end up putting that 2.5 in it. Downside to it with the big wheels, may not turn them very well. So, like to think about trying to sort of fit one of them in there. But I've got to find out if the engine runs before I order the chassis. And I ain't doing this in the next couple of years. These are going to probably run for the next 2 years on the farm as they are. That's the plan. Dream at the moment anyway. But that's not it. I've had a very busy week. Sorry I haven't posted any videos. I know one guy in Pacific is very interested in the mechanical sort of side, and but fundings were a bit low, so projects are not sort of happening as quick. Still waiting for the 754 engine to come back from the machine guy, boring it out. So, but I'm heading into town in the next couple of weeks, so for about a week or two, to do another job, so hopefully I'll have it by then. But we have a county with a transport box on. Now this transport box here is a story in itself. This originally belonged to my old man. He built it probably 30 plus years ago, when he was at Blue Beach, when he originally owned Greenfield Farm. And it's been going ever since. It's never been painted since then. I have got to put some new sides in it, but at the moment we just use it for carting rubbish and going fencing. And I've also got to sort out the pins where the arms go into are a bit thin. Now, I had problems with the arms on here. I did have arms. I had a different sort of block system set up on there, which I'll show you there in the shearing shed. And I also had drop arms made for them, because I made these ones up out of bottle screws. Now these are not probably going to be heavy enough for doing anything stanch, because that's only about an inch. But if I'm careful, I'll be alright. My top link, I cut it and shortened it down, because basically the one I had was for a 5000 tractor, and 5000 tractor ones were longer, so I had to shorten this down. So what I did is I went online, looked at a new one, it told you the length, and I just hacked 100mm off this one, because this one was 600mm and I needed 400 and something. This was 500, 600, and I needed 525. I needed to cut 100mm off anyway. So we got all this working. This all works now to the way it should be. The next big job for this tractor is to get the pinion drive bearing sorted out on it. If you know where I can get the pinion drive bearing and all the accessories for doing the pinion drive, please comment down below, because at the moment I'm struggling, and this is hoping to get fixed in the next couple of weeks, because we've got to sort of get rotivating and planting. I've also got to sort the tow hitch out down there. This pin has been put in there, the bush is worn, so it's bent this pin, so the plan is to drill it out. My battery went flat, my battery was at my uncle's place, charger was. So the plan is to drill this out so we can swing this out the way, because when we put the rotavator on, it might be in the way of the prop shaft. We've also got to clean these up so we can lift this up for using the porta cabin trailer for when we move the porta cabins. Hoping the welds on there will hold, but then my theory is that the welds will break, that will break before that will break, is my theory. I did a hot weld, so it kind of sort of melted itself together more than welded it, but I'll show you the welder we use. It's one of the best welders on the farm. It just arcs every time and beautiful to weld with. So that's what I've been up to, and also doing a roof on a couple of containers. So this is the shearing shed / workshop. I've been trying to clean up in here because it's in a mess. So these were the bits I was going to put on, these bits here, but I had to drill one of the holes out on the county because they must have ripped the threads out and put a bigger bolt in, and I didn't want to drill these ones. I'd rather keep them for the other county when I do them up. These arms need sort of the ends cutting off them and new bits welding on them. They're quite well worn, so I made a good setup. These were the bits that I was going to use, but they were either bent or, in this case, stuck solid, and they'd already welded a piece of pipe to the end of it, so I couldn't adjust it, and it was slightly out of it. So I decided that I would make my own ones. So that's about it for now. The four-wheeler, I haven't really done anything to that yet. I'm just saving that for a rainy day. Got to make a gasket for that plate there, so I can put it all back together. But other than that, she's all around and ready to go. I've also, for some strange reason, I've got to wipe this down as well. Kids' little bouncy castle. My kids are getting probably a bit big for it, so planning on cleaning it all up and seeing if family member wanted it. But I was going to clean it while it wasn't blowing up, but it was very hard, so I thought I'd blow it up and clean it up that way, make it easier. What else have I got? Change of news. It's about it, really. Haven't really been up to much else apart from working at Moss Side, doing buildings out there with my uncle, cleaning up this mess, trying to get it all sorted, and getting also Stanley cleaned up ready for an engine. Got my front wheels for my roadless, so I just need to find all the replacement parts so I can sort out the prop shafts and the front axle, swivel housings, and then I'll probably end up taking all that off that tractor and then putting on the back of another tractor at some stage, making up a different roadless, maybe, but we'll see. But anyway, who cares? I got a 5-door 110 which goes really good for the farm, so it saves me having to fix the Shogun, and I got the county sorted. So now all I've got to do is just literally sort out the thing. So the last major job I got on this is the bearing, and I got to do the tow hitch, sort that out, and then the next job is to sort of go out and sort out the field ready for planting. I'm only doing a small field as a test run because we're doing a new thing on the farm, but that is the plan. So I hope you all enjoy the video, and we will catch you later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. I like to hear your comments. I did see that someone put a thumbs down. I don't mind if you don't like it, put a thumbs down, but please comment at the bottom what you didn't like about it. That way I can then alter it and change it to the way that people like it, or I'll do my best. If you're just one of those people that like to put thumbs down, help yourself. I don't really care. It's just the more thumbs up I get, it's not for any other reasons apart from it gives me more incentive to do a video for everyone. And the next main video probably will be either the county getting pulled apart or the rotavator going on, because I've got to do a little bit of rotavating with the gearbox the way it is, because I'm running short of time. And then after that we probably will be road building, and this summer we've got 14 porta cabins to move with the porta cabin trailer that I showed in a previous video. This is what this county's getting used for. I've also got to sort the brakes out on this tractor, because even though they work, they don't bite very good, and I don't know why, so we've got to look into that as well. But thanks for watching. Comment, rate and subscribe, and catch you later.